Welcome back then to ESL TV as I checked to see if I have my cards the right way up there, because at the last minute I thought I didn't. Of course, the Continental Finals here of the Intel Extreme Masters in the USA, as James just laughing and checking out Game Riot. Some quite interesting things being posted on there. Of course, we are back with Counter-Strike 1.6. We've already seen, or at least I've seen, you guys haven't, the winner bracket final between Made in Brazil and Gravitas Gaming. That actually ended 16-3. And actually, Made in Brazil won the first half 12-3 on the T side of Train, which made things...
I'm so bad. No, sorry. I've so been taken off. This is probably interesting. Like, okay, on... All right, can we get my screen up? Because let me just zoom in a little bit. I completely shouldn't be reading Game Riot, but this is Lustanzia. I can't pronounce his name. He's actually quite a decent player because he was on the ESL realm giving me grief a few weeks or months ago, right? And here he's got like an interview, and it's a picture of Uli, all right? And so the WoW community are like, you know, Uli is whatever. And then he posts some pictures of what Uli might look like. And if we look here, you know, you can't see. He's done this, and then they even go further on, and Tato thinks he looks like, the guy off Smallville, which is the bad guy. I can't remember his name. So, and this guy just constantly just makes pictures all the way through the event. And for some reason, there's a picture of Matt looking over a small boy asleep. Not sure what's going on there, but we're reading into this more later. So, Game Riot place if you want to check out for funny comments while the WoW's going on, and also as Arena Junkie. So, still good job. But obviously, yes, sorry, not allowed to do this. We're in CSville. No more Wowville.
Yeah, so we are going to be seeing then the lower bracket final, which will be MoB versus x3o. And this game important in more than one way. Of course, the winner of this will be guaranteed a top 3 spot and therefore a position in the global finals in Hanover in 2009 and be up for a share of that $200,000. And we are going to go live with the 9th round here by the looks of things. Of course, MoB with their usual Perez, KRB, Levy, Striker and Lim. And of course, for x3o, we have Sip, Tom's 9 spot, Hero, and the last one who's throwing me off completely is, yeah, it's going to be Savior.
Damn these kids changing their names. Yeah, so 9th round there in play then. And MoB picking up a couple of kills. x3o, Sip, pick up one and get a second. Levy versus him will pick it up, and MoB win the 9th round. They're going to be wanting to go what seems CT side. Nope, T side. CT side, yeah. Just his color didn't change for some reason. I was like, what's going on there? Damn HLTV. Made me look like a nub.
Yeah, so we are going on,
looking like
as you have probably seen in this 9th round, onto Inferno, which is, again, the most balanced map, really, we've got in this whole map pool. So we should be seeing a quite interesting game between these two teams. Obviously, this is the first game we've seen between MoB and x3o. They were in separate groups, so this could be quite an interesting game. And, of course, as I said, this determines the final player in the final team, should I say, in that global finals, one of 3 spots, Jay.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything you're saying.
I only passed it to Jay then because I saw him shoveling that chocolate in his mouth without offering me any. So, yeah, do have the pistol round underway at the moment. And x3o sending 3 here by the looks of things towards Banana. Tom's is just outside of there as well.
It's Drew, by the way.
Yeah, Drew. That's what I meant. Saviour's actually Sip.
Yeah.
But we're calling him Sip anyway, because it's so annoying to kind of remember those names when they're tagged up as different things. You know who we mean. He knows who we mean. He'll be happy to be called Sip since he's tagged up as that. So x3o are actually in here on this Banana bomb site. And I'm predicting x3o for the win in this game. They are going to get the bomb down, get the kill as well onto Striker as they continue through in this round. KRB's grenade will land at the feet of Hero. Well, that bomb is still ticking away. I'm going to get around here to MoB. Of course, Lim making his way in. Did take a blast there from from Drew, who actually came around, got 3 in the end. And that will be first round on the board for x3o.
Yeah, and actually, in the interview with Drew earlier from x3o, they said that they wanted a revenge on MoB Gaming for previous tournament kind of happenings, and certainly Drew picking up 3 there goes to indicate that vengeance is started, or revenge maybe would be the case on MoB Gaming, as they do take out the pistol round. Should give him pretty decent stead, and certainly MoB didn't come alive with many kills in that situation. Actually, only one, which was from Perez. But I mean, I've enjoyed MoB's performance so far this tournament. Obviously, versus MIBR, it's no real shame. Everyone's kind of had that treatment. You being MIBR'd, as it would seem to be. But certainly, I do believe that they should be able to come up versus x3o and give us a very good game.
Yeah, they are pushing up middle here as well as Hero picks off KRB, and it's now a 4-on-3. Toms is going to go down to the USP of Lim here. Lim still in the middle there. Striker goes down as well. Levy's joined in around that middle area, and it's actually now a 3-on-2 with what looks like an x3o push now onto this banana bomb site. Completely empty here as Hero's actually inside of the apartments. Levy has got a stolen Galil that's picked off Sip, and Hero really needs to get around to this banana bomb site very quickly. Otherwise, they're going to get in and cause some trouble. Drew is actually in there with that AK, picks off Lim. He's just got one more to find. That will be Levy, who's actually to his left here. Levy starts to come around, and he's going to save that Galil for the next round, and x3o will take the second. Bomb will explode, and that's mission accomplished, you could say, for their second round after winning pistol.
And Hero just going to get out of range of the explosion. 9 HP on him. He had a Galil in hand as well, so nicely done from x3o. Still, MoB looked like they could have caused a bit of problems over by that B bomb site with Levy picking up that initial kill, but it wasn't to be so. And they will go 2-0 in the lead now, x3o, and I do believe that MoB might, I'm not sure they're going to buy this Philly out, but they certainly will be trying to utilize that saved gun.
Yeah, of course they do have a stolen Galil from that last round. A couple of them with Deagles, but that's about it from here. And they are actually stacking in the banana site, and x3o working over towards the other site, and the bomb's actually being placed down in T-spawn for safekeeping. Drew just going to back himself up and pick that up again, as Toms and Sip do make their way.
Sip seems to be the cannon fodder in this situation with the USP. If he does go around, he's going to find out there is many people there. Toms with the AK from a distance will claim 1-2. Levy's going to shut him down, but then that's going to be cleaned up by Drew. And really, you know, kind of nice really to send Sip up as a suicide squad.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, to test the water. He was the player with just a USP, so, you know, throw him in there. You're not going to lose any guns. It should be fine. And obviously they figured they were there and then just sprayed straight through them with the AKs and Galils. So this will be the first buy round for MoB. And we're going to see a first proper defense from them here on Inferno. It looks like x3o are actually going to be making a push towards a netted bomb site this time. 3 of them moving through carpeted hallways with AKs. Want to get through to the point man, if you like, which is going to be Toms. Flashes and smokes going over. They are going to make the jump off this balcony. Both Drew and Toms finding kills as they drop into that big pit. Drew gets his second of the round. Only Lim can reply before quickly being taken out himself. And actually, it's all on Levy, who does have an AWP, of course, using it to defend banana bomb site. And that banana hallway, but Hero peeks around the corner. And Levy should have probably done better in that situation, but that will bring us to a 4-0 scoreline. x3o in the lead.
Yeah, they are indeed. And yeah, Hero brilliantly shutting down Levy, and that's going to cripple MoB just a little bit more. As x3o claim the first buy round, and MoB don't want another repeat of the scoreline that they had versus MIBR. Certainly not versus a team that they should be a lot closer to from America. And, well, x3o, as said earlier, want revenge on MoB. MoB have had some success earlier in the year, but change a couple of players. We'll see if they can gel versus x3o. But a long time to go yet, only 4 rounds in.
Lots of spraying going on at the moment towards that banana site. They want to catch anyone in there and take some HP away. It's going to be Levy that's in there. He's down to 73, so he did catch a few of those AK bullets going in. As Drew will spot another one. Smoke's going to go down to cover Arch. Flashes in there as well. This is a good time to take this site. There's only Levy with his USP And he's actually just coming through CT Arch right now. He's picked off straight away. And MoB are going to have to try and come around the other side again. A fantastic grenade put down from 9 spot. Lim fires through the smoke with a deagle. The Sip shuts down Perez, and it's all on Lim now, who will be chased down and glopped in the head. Well, not even in the head, just in his general direction by Toms, and that will put x3o up 5-0 on the T side, which is slightly weaker here on Inferno, but as we said, it's the most even map which we could see these two teams facing off on. But at the moment, it's all good for x3o.
Yeah, we have another buy round then on the 5th round that they lost in a row, so enough to buy, and certainly they need to claim this. KRB is going to be AWPing down center. x3o have smoked out the center. They were pushing up alt middle, but actually changed direction, and they might actually go into the B site. Levy is there defending on your screen, and well, he had to do better than he did last time. He's going to be flashed.
Yeah, he is flashed up, but he does have that AWP, misses his shot, and he was going to be shut down by Sip, and that will allow them again into that banana bomb site. And the problem is, yeah, sure, it's a great place to ult, but as it showed there, one flash to the face and then being rushed down. If you miss your shot, you are going to be dead, as Toms goes aggressive. Perez and Lim going to work as well here for MoB. Sip doing a great job watching into CT spawn, taking more damage as he's rushed back by Lim. 9 spot and Drew having to kind of get into the fight here, and Drew has rushed straight up to the netted bomb site, and MoB are actually thinking, oh, where are they in banana site? Let's take it really carefully. But yeah, the bomb's down on the other side, guys.
Yeah, what actually happened was that they did drop the bomb outside T spawn, and they actually were going to take the bomb over to B, but because Sip was unable to hold up and 9 spot rotated through CT arches, they decided that netted bomb site would be the best. Now, they kind of, as soon as they killed that AWPer, wanted to move offensively and see if they could clean up the site. They pretty much did, but still, nice final decision, I guess, through circumstances of x3o to take that bomb to netted. They will claim it, but they won't claim the 2 guns that Lim and Perez have. And they did have that whole site to themselves, so they could have saved the AWPs as well. We didn't check them just there on your screens, but I'd imagine they would have, and hopefully should be throwing it to their teammates.
I think there's one up.
Yeah, I can see one on the far left, so KRB might be using that down center again.
Yeah, they've decided to put Striker this time in that banana site. And use the AWP elsewhere in the map. And Levy's actually gone up in the apartments, misses his shot once again as Perez opens up with a double. Down alt mid there, very aggressive players. 9 spot will bring this back to a 3-on-2 in favor of MoB still, though. And x3o, with just 2 players remaining, now have to get in there and get those headshots when it really counts.
Well, I mean, MoB as well have now sat slightly defensive, so they're going to give x3o a bit of room to go around. The only site that they've really locked off is going to be banana. Strikers kind of was sat rather offensive there, 9 spot peeking, and the Striker was behind those boxes, has moved away. Also got Levy over by Carpeted, but in center is going to be Lim versus Toms, and Lim comes up top, so 9 spot, a lot to do. He's up against 3, 55 seconds on the clock.
Doesn't have the bomb, he's going to just drop back to pick that up. The Striker comes in from behind, Lim's back to CT Archers. Levy does watch the apartments. Striker's going to meet 9 spot, and Striker will come out on the top of that duel. And that will give, actually, MoB their first round then of this game. Of course, we are in lower bracket. The winner of this will play Gravitas in the next round for a spot in the grand finals against MIBR, who have just dominated absolutely everyone in this tournament.
Yeah, and of course, the loser will unfortunately, despite claiming quite a bit of prize money, won't go to the global final. So this is a really big game for both of these teams, and it'll be interesting who can really upset the other and not so much send them home, but deny them those plane tickets to Germany in March. Still, MoB claiming that last round. They did win the knife and decided to pick their side. Sat quite deep in defense, not peeking down center whatsoever. So x3o, if they make a move, they will go against 4 on netted, but MoB kind of seem to be wanting them to do this. They've let them have a decent amount of peeking.
Yeah, I mean, the problem with defending so deep is that you do allow them to kind of surround a bomb site and then move in from different angles. And unless you've hit those initial entry shots, you are going to be in a little bit of trouble. I'm watching Levy now, who's over by banana site. Perez in big pit, as you can see. x3o are now moving their way here up the middle area. There is one to Sips left in that CT archway, but actually x3o are rotating full speed ahead around to the banana bomb site as KRB and Lim will try to get in behind them. 9spot's heard them. He's going to come out, picks off Lim. When they get the second, I'm staying with Toms right now. 9spot did get the second frag in middle, and it's now down to a 3-on-2. Bomb should be planted here any second by Toms as Levitt is at the back, loses out on his ult, but claims a HE frag onto Hero. And Perez is now 2-on-1. Toms and Sip and a bomb to defuse are his targets. He's not going to come out on top of that one, though. Sip had it locked down, and that will be again x3o bouncing back after losing out in that 7th round. They will claim the 8th. Yeah,
they will indeed. And it was kind of nice from x3o. I mean, MoB were trying to bait him into coming into netted. They sat defensively, but still 4-man with no real kind of speed on rotation if things went wrong. And x3o were all up, all over, carpeted, also in balcony as well, and decided to go full speed ahead towards banana. Now, that situation was nice as they also left 9spot in carpeted that actually claimed a few kills. So really nice play from x3o, doing everything right. But this round, actually, there's already been a USB kill down by banana. So even though MoB are on the save, they are a man up. But they won't be able to claim that gun. That was actually taken away by Toms there.
Yeah, they will take this one very slowly, x3o. They are aware that they could be in trouble as Perez comes aggressive with the USP. Headshot into 9spot, KRB in middle as well. And surely MoB aren't going to win this round. x3o will probably be disgusted with themselves if they lose it. Perez does have that stolen AK inside of big pit. Sips moved his way in. Lim from behind Toms brings it back to only 1 man, and Lim comes around for his second. And really,
I've never seen such a round like easily claimed with pistols. They were getting kills and then getting away so easily, and x3o even joined forces and I don't want to say held hands, but certainly move around together, trying to use the advantage of, having armor and having guns to kind of shut down some of these pistol players and then maybe go in a gunfight to claim the victory, but wasn't to do so. And Lim's pistol finished it off. So excellent play from MoB. But this time, actually, MoB have 3 on banana, stacked 2 at CT arches, and the whole team is in carpeted hallways, basically, apart from Drew, who's coming up middle now.
Yeah, there are flashes into middle there, and that double stack that were just on the corner by CT archers have to move away, and it is a big push here by x3o onto the netted side. Striker and Perez go down. KRB will follow as well as the bomb is planted by Sip, and it leaves the 2 remaining, Lim and Levitt, to run back here over to banana bomb site and try to keep a hold of their weapons. And they're actually going to defend from the banana walkway.
Yeah, they will, but not sure how much success they will get. In comes a nade. It's going to grab both of them. 9spot picks up 1 remaining. It's going to be Levy. Does get a kill. See if he can pick up a someone. No, Sip's going to suck him down, shut him down.
Suck him down.
Yeah, he's been casting too much WoW with abuse in it, and somewhat I've lost the will to say normal words.
So we have 5 halves? 5. You can tell it's getting late. 5 rounds remaining. I don't even know what
time it is. I'm in a dark room with lights. Where am I?
5 rounds remaining then in this first half of this lower bracket final. I guess you could say lower bracket round 2. If you call the next one lower bracket final or consolation final, I guess it depends where you're from, what you're used to, blah, 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 blah. But the winner of this will play Gravitas for a spot in that final, and of course also have that global final spot as well. There's a lot of spam coming out by these players, as you can hear, trying to take away whatever they can from these players. As x3o do start to make their way slowly up middle. Nades coming out. They know there's at least 1 person around the corner as the flashes go over the top striker. Levy still over by banana. Lim is actually still in middle by CT archers. They need to be careful and take him out from there.
Yeah, MoB has sat deep once again, and x3o have a lot of options that they can do. Toms is going to meet striker down banana. Both are going to switch round. And look at this, almost exactly the same as what's going to happen last time. x3o push very, very close to going netted. They are going to smoke out and keep 9 spot and carpeted and move the rest of the 4 into banana, where they're going to go up against Striker solo. But this time, they're a little bit slower. Levy will get in position, and maybe this crossfire will really prove nice for a MoB as they pick up 1, 2, and 3. Striker picks up a 4th, but that was his 3rd of the round, and Levy will pick up the final kill. So, you know, the same tactic as they did before, but MoB, I wouldn't say slightly wiser to it. Had a man up this time as they lost last, but certainly, yeah, they were slightly wiser and managed to pull that one back. And Striker doing a slightly better job than Levy when he was AWPing down there.
Yeah, smoke's going down middle of this round from Lim, and he's actually going to throw a grenade right to the end of that T-ramp, as Levitt will pick off Hero. That will be a perfect start for MoB Gaming. As x3o again, just using that smoke to spray through up to the entrance to apartments. MoB going with their kind of usual defense with KRB and carpeted limit around CT Arch. Perez there as well with Levitt and Striker inside of Banana bomb site now. x3o need to decide exactly where they're going to go from this point on. They slowly edge their way around the Banana walkway with Sip and Drew. Still very slow, not much noise being made here by x3o. They want some kind of element of surprise. This bomb site was defended perfectly last round by MoB. But x3o think they can take it this time. They are going to move straight in. More flashes and nades going over the top, as you can hear those M4s ringing out at the back of the bomb site. Sip goes aggressive, finds Striker, is looking for the second, which will be Levy around the back. Levy does go down, and MoB lose that AWP in the back of the Banana site. Bomb will be planted as well. Lim is making his way around the back. Doesn't find the frag that he wanted. Will take the second and the third, though. And it's actually down to 1 man now, which is 9 spot. Who actually tried to play it calmly, but Lim will get in there after his 2 great entry kills to retake that bomb site, get the defuse, and bring the score up to 8-4.
Yeah, Lim's being playing good. Levy certainly had a few moments, despite some of the disappointing kind of performances down Banana. He's actually been opening up a couple of times. That last round was an important one to open up as well. Particularly Perez slightly coming alive, good at covering also. At the moment, no one's really kind of standing up for x3o in these situations apart from Drew, but that was very early on. But actually, as I say that, Drew will pick up the first kill and drop Lim. So even though they're on Deagles, 2 men up.
Yeah, and these are the rounds that can really change the game. I mean, Perez has just spotted 9 spots gun barrel hanging out there in apartments and sprayed him out through the wall. There's actually a 4-on-3 now. Levy's over by Banana. And x3o can still come out on top of this round if they actually commit to some sort of push, I think. And even with Deagles moving in quickly, Perez does find Hero. And slowly but surely, x3o are being picked off. So there goes Drew. Will change the course of this game. It's down to 2 now. Perez again will hold up against Drew. And the second, Perez really is the man that's saving this round, actually, for MoB. Finally, he will be picked off by Toms inside of apartments. It's now a 1 versus 1. Levy versus Toms. Levy is opening middle. Toms is going carpeted hallways. Now, the question is, which way will Levy go? He thinks it's going to come to Banana, which would be a safe bet. I mean, it's a predictable one after they lost all those members over by netted site, but actually Levitt is moving in the wrong way.
Yeah, and he's actually getting quite deep into the site there, so he's going to have a decent amount of movement or ground to cover before he can get back on and maybe fight Toms. And also, yeah, he's got AWP in hand going against an an M4. Not sure if he's got any armor on Toms, but certainly Levy might be wanting to exchange his weapon.
Boom.
That's the only way to finish that off, yeah. Yeah, it's still an unfortunate situation for Levy. Kind of guessed wrong. Had he have actually been in like library or covering netted, that might have turned out differently. But you got to think that most people maybe would have gone round into Banana. So nothing to hold against him in that situation. But here we go then. 9-4 the score. Still in favour of x3o. 5 rounds of difference. Scoreline slightly got better for MoB, but that round for x3o was a much of a surprise.
Yeah, it was a much-needed round as well. I mean, x3o had lost a couple on the bounce, and, well, to restore some confidence and kind of get some momentum going again is exactly what x3o needed. 2 rounds remaining in this first half. 9spot waits for the grenade before he's going to push up those carpeted hallways. Does spot one, will get Perez through the wall. Perez did take out Hero, though.
I'll teach him to go together. He was actually right next to 9spot to the left of him as 2 of them tried to push round.
9spot with his second onto KRB, as this will leave that netted bomb site somewhat exposed with only Striker in there. Spray through the wall. Striker does come around with the deagle, will take one. Sip will bring one back, and it's all on Limmy and Lev. Or Levy and Lim. That's the actual players that remain.
Lev and Limmy?
Levitt coming around from the library side here as the headshot comes from that FAMAS. Levy sprays through the box, fine Toms, and this round all changing. It's going to be down to Sip, who again is picked off by Levy, and fantastic retake, and all it needed was that initial FAMAS headshot from Lim, which really started off the fragging, and then Levy got his final 2 through the boxes. And that will bring the scoring back to 9-5. So, final round of this first half, and x3o will be looking to take a 10-5 lead into the half time. But of course, MoB on the stronger side, possibly the ones that really need that extra round here at the end.
Yeah, they do. And x3o should be on the buy, as they, I say on the buy, but will be buying out quite comfortably as they go up B. You can see AKs in hand, as they did deagle save, but actually won the deagle round and lost the one after it. They should be healthy for this, as they do get in on this bomb site. 4 versus 3. Smokes are down by Archers. MoB are coming around the back, though.
Yeah, 9spot finds Perez, and here comes MoB. Sip on the boxes, will find Striker, and it's only 1 remaining. That was KRB, and again, it's Sip who grabs a double frag at the end, and that will be the half time then. And it will end 10 rounds to 5 in favour of x3o. Obviously, they were kind of predicted. The top 3 prediction was MIBR, Gravitas, x3o. Right now, that's looking like it could be the case. Obviously, MoB need 5 rounds to tie this game up and give themselves a chance to get to those global finals. And we are ready to go live on 3 as soon as the admin gives us the restart and start this second half off. Of course, x3o now moving to the stronger CT side, but this pistol again will be very, very important for both sides. I mean, if x3o can take it, that should give them at least 2 rounds. I mean, obviously it depends on kills and bomb plants and things like that, but 2 to 3 rounds is what you can expect, of course, after winning the pistol. So this will be a very interesting game now, and of course, if MoB take pistol, it will be should be a guaranteed 3 rounds, because CTs can't buy before that anyway. So interesting, in my opinion,
it will be,
how this will go. This pistol round is very important on a 10-5 scoreline, which is, not so bad for either team. I think MoB can still actually come out on top of this one if they play patient and play like we saw them play in the second half of the Gravitas game.
Yeah, certainly. They did have some momentum later in that Gravitas game, but a lot of tournaments we've recently seen kind of an amazing T side on Inferno. So we'll see if MoB can follow in everyone's footsteps. We saw Fnatic do it. We've seen SK do it. We saw MIBR do it over in the last kind of tournaments. And, well, x3o just kind of did it to MoB there. And now it's MoB's turn to kind of show us what they can do on T. And x3o did make some great decisions. They didn't really kind of force their way into any bomb site. It was all kind of seamlessly clean a lot of the times. But now it's MoB's chance. And they are going to be pushing up middle. And they are going to go against 3 at the moment on netted. Make that 2.
Levitt will find 9spot, who's hiding out inside library, and we are going to see this big push coming in. They've got 2 deep defenders on that side itself, as both Drew and Hero both go huge. As Drew gets his 3rd and his 4th of the round, and that's just how deep defending can treat you. And when a player's on fire, and that will put, obviously, x3o up to 11 rounds, take the pistol. And of course, there was no bomb plant, couple of kills, but it won't be enough to give a second round buy for MoB Gaming. Yeah,
I mean, Hero in that corner behind the other box, they just didn't expect that whatsoever. So once they knew the man was there, they went offensive and didn't check, rightfully so in many cases, but got, punished for it. Now they're going to rush up center. They're going to be met by 3 men from x3o. Striker will pick up 1. 9spot are going to clean that one up, though, and very unsuccessful and disappointing start for MoB Gaming, and they've given the kind of, money advantage and momentum advantage to the stronger team on the stronger side. So really, you're going to be looking at x3o to kind of clean this one up if you're a fan of them.
Yeah, this will be a deco round for MoB. Again, not got the kills, the plants to get these early AKs. And as soon as they hear those deagles, they'll know exactly what's going on with the MoB bite. And x3o will now sit waiting in middle with 9 spot from CT Arch. I'm trying to find MoB and see exactly where they're going. Looks like they're going to go for a banana push, which only actually has Drew hiding behind a box to the right here. He will drop a flash out, finds Levy, finds Striker. He's got 2 more to clean out as Lim will come in and get that headshot. That will give an M4 to MoB Gaming. Now, they can get in here and get this bomb down, but we will see a 4-man rotation now from the CT side. Perez is going to try and come in behind, but he has to be very, very quick here as the bomb will go down. Surely x3o are going to watch behind, but I'm not sure they are. KRB will try and come in from the side as well. KRB goes down, Lim goes down, all on Perez, who will get his first kill, but that will give his position away. And surely they'll be able to shut him down. Perez comes around, again a headshot onto 9 spot. But then finally he is sprayed out through the wall, and that will be the 3rd round. And not the easiest of rounds for x3o there, but they go up to 13. We will see the first buy round, and judging that MoB will kind of slow things down a little now, knowing that this is a very important round. Should they lose this, they're probably going to be going down to 15.
Yeah, if they lose this, especially without getting the bomb down there, you're going to see a buy on 5th round. So this is what they really need to hit, and they need to hit it now. Everybody needs to play their best, and I'm sure that's they're probably not trying to worry too much about the situation. They will be wanting just to play their game. Perez is going to get boosted up into balcony. He's been a real big hitter and a great player around that area in apartments. He's really kind of always looking the right way, but his team going to want to move towards banana. So let's see if Perez can keep some people here for a late rotation.
Yeah, MoB still working their way towards banana. I'm actually going to switch over to Drew because he's the man that will be in this site. He seems to be the last man I switch to. Does have an AWP, and they are still stacking there. Sips starting to make his way around 9 spot. May join him here in a second, and Drew will call that push out as he goes for the second shot. Striker picks him off, and MoB are in on the banana site now. Will they be able to hold on? x3o are down to 4. Bomb is going to be planted as Striker sprays through the smoke, trying to take that HP away from x3o, who by the looks of things are actually going to back away and save 4 guns for the next round, which is completely understandable. They can afford to throw a round away right now. Thanks for the knowledge there, Jake.
Sometimes silence is good, as I like to watch the game. Which you never grab onto.
That's what I'd do in World of Warcraft. Just be quiet the whole time.
Sometimes you just got to watch the game out, man. It's a situation where stuff's going on. It's sometimes it's the way it is. Honestly, it is. Honestly.
Thanks for the lesson. So
it's free. Don't worry about it.
Score right now is 13-6. MoB Gaming winning their first buy round and are now going to go for another victory with a push on the banana walkway. Quite a quick one this time. They have pushed 3 men up, including an offensive AWP, which will be Levy.
Stop copying my silence thing now. You're doing my silence thing. Okay, now you're just taking it too far. But yeah, I'm enjoying this.
Perez has actually moved up here into carpeted hallways, which could be a mistake there as the double nades come around, and Perez will have taken some damage from that. We are seeing an attack over by Banana. Sip and Drew both going to work. We'll find the first 2 frags for x3o in this round. More going out, and this time it's over by the other side. Levy, the last one remaining, up against 3. Has an AWP, which is, in this situation, onto netted. Going to be exchanged out for an M4 on the floor. But he doesn't really know where anyone is. Flash comes around, it hits Levy in the face. He will be rushed down by Sip, and after all that, it looked like MoB could have overpowered that banana side. Yeah. But in fact, they were too slow and actually too split. They were 3-2, religious split there. There was no, no in-between, man. And that will put x3o up to 14 rounds, needing just 2 more to take the game.
Yeah, x3o certainly playing CT side. maybe more how it should be played. And MoB, despite getting all the way up to the top 4, aren't really showing us or giving us the goods.
Striker just hopping around in middle. Lim will take out Hero. That will be first kill of the round. MoB, of course, looking for this one. Otherwise, x3o will actually be on game point. As Toms will climb into the onto balcony. There is one to his left. Flash goes around. Lim wasn't blind. It didn't go off quite early enough as they were expecting there. 9 spot on the boxes again will be taken out by Lim. And this is a very fast and indeed good push from MoB. And the last man will be Drew, who's coming through the library here. Does get one. He's turning around. Will shut down Striker, but it's still 3 men that he has to kill with 88 HP. And surely Drew's not actually going to win this. He's not going to go for it by the looks of it.
He is kind of looking for the exit kills, though.
He will get one.
He really seems on fire, Drew, versus the MoB team. Well, just going to douse that fire, but still, I mean, he's hitting a lot of great shots. He's been in good situations, coming up large, and in important areas. Obviously, there wasn't so much. The round was already lost, but still, plays confident, doesn't want to, run away, hide. He'd rather take the fight, and in these fights, he is coming up pretty big.
So the score back to 7 for MoB. They still have another 7 rounds should they want to tie this game up. And of course, they can't lose a single round if they actually want to win this one without utilizing any kind of overtime. Nade's going into that banana bomb site, flashes as well, but it's going to be a fake. And actually MoB are moving over towards the netted site, which does have 4 men in it from x3o. They only have Deagles and USPs, but if they get the jump, they could cause a lot of damage here to the MoB side, who are spreading out around the left and right-hand sides of middle. Lim will be the first man in. Hero is actually up on the boxes inside of that site as he gets in a position to kind of take the head off one of the players that come around. But MoB are really on fire right now as Hero and Drew both tried to get in behind them with Deagles, but that didn't quite work out. And MoB go up to 8 rounds. So 14-8, and this is something we saw, obviously, Gravitas versus x3o on Dust 2. First half was dominated by Gravitas. Second half, x3o really came back into it and got quite close. I think 16-13 was the final score in that one. And obviously, they want to win this game now. They want to get up to that 16 rounds. And it seems like a similar kind of situation. MoB seem to have x3o on the back foot, certainly here as Lim and Perez will both claim frags up in the carpeted hallways. Bomb plant from Lim. And actually, the remaining players from x3o are making their way back towards that CT spawn. One of them going to boost up on the lamppost, maybe. No, they're just going to sit on boxes and hide.
Yeah, Hero's covering Banana, though. Striker's making his way out there. MoB want to strip these guns. If they do it successfully, they will be looking to force a bad situation for x3o, but maybe kind of overextending too far that round. Won't be able to take them out. They did have 5 men standing. Now they're down to 3. Haven't managed to get those guns either. And, claim the round once again, though. So nicely done on that side. But losing those guns, maybe they could have been a bit more team playish in that situation.
Yeah,
I know it's hard to kind of predict where people are, so it's it's easy to say in hindsight, but
looking
still.
At the overlay, yeah. But I mean, the thing is that obviously you send 1 man here, 1 man there. Then if they meet more than 1, then they've pretty much got a very large hill to climb up if they want to get those frags. But x3o are on the bye here, and they will be looking to get themselves onto 15 because, that 15th point now with a 5-point difference between the teams would make a huge difference, I think, to x3o. It kind of take a load off their mind and give them some kind of peace of mind, Yeah,
it will. And actually, Perez moving in. There's a balcony there. Looks like he's going to favour going carpeted maybe with Lim. In comes a nade. Not going to pick up a kill, but still MoB trying to get through x3o. They've got a whole minute left to do it. They've been very successful recently, but this is x3o's time to shut down this round maybe and walk over that finish line and collect top 3. but MoB aren't going to let it happen easily, if at all.
Yeah, MoB are actually starting to work Banana now. Sip and Drew are the two defenders inside there. Lim is actually making his way up towards balcony as Sip goes a little bit closer. In comes Drew. He finds one. KRB will quickly take him out. Levy as well with a kill onto Sip. Perez has jumped out on balcony just as that push came around. 9spot was watching and did find the kill a little bit too late. But now Hero and 9spot are going to try to retake this bomb site. The score, if MoB can hold on to this bomb and let it explode, will bring them up to 10. Levy headshot onto Hero. And still, actually, 9spot is going to go for it. He's going to get the headshot onto KRB. Takes down Levy as well as he sprays through the wall. Switches out to USP, but Lim, of course, had the superior weaponry, and that will put MoB Gaming up to 10 rounds. So 14-10, just 4 rounds to score now. They've brought it back from a lot more.
They have. I just wanted to see if they had enough money to buy as I rudely intrude Joe's mouse. And they don't.
You can touch my mouse if you want. It's no problem. Yeah, they are obviously struggling for money now on the save, which automatically should give MoB the big advantage. But we have seen, of course, rounds in this game that have been won on the save. More by MoB, to be honest, but x3o certainly have the caliber to do that to MoB as well. We'll have a while to go in this round. MoB looking for an entry into one of these sites. Drew will pick off Perez after Sip goes down, and that will give him a weapon to work with, and maybe a weapon to keep hold of this site. They are making the move now as Hero goes down, and that 9spot will follow both to Lim's headshots from the AK-47, and it's actually going to be Drew, last man standing, picks off Lim.
Yeah, he didn't actually manage to get that gun. That was actually covered, but he has got a deagle in hand. Bombs down. He's going up against 2.
Yeah, KRB and Levy. Oh, and actually, Drew, if he'd just not peeked out to the left at the end there, maybe he could have held on to that one, getting some cover behind the walls, but it wasn't to beat. And that brings MoB within 3 rounds of x3o with 5 to go. Yeah,
and it should be the buy round, so they've come within 3. They've done well to get this far, but x3o really need to buckle up their defenses. And x3o doing something they did a couple of rounds before, where they actually smoked center and moved somebody very offensively to peek down alt middle. Oh, that's not going to work out for him, though, as they don't need him there, as the whole MoB team will now push into B site. Toms and Hero are going to be at CT spawn, trying to make something of this.
Yeah, Hero has picked off Striker, I think just luckily through the smoke, to be honest, in that situation. Yeah, bomb will be planted, and it's a 3-on-4. The question is, are they going to go for it? They have a difficult situation here, and actually they're not going to go, as Perez finds 9spot trying to creep up behind them on Banana Walkway. And the last 2 remaining players, Hero and Toms, will save their weapons. Of course, Hero does have an AWP, so valuable weaponry there, along with that M4. And they will try to keep a hold for this next round. He's going to watch down towards the exit of Library with that up. Try and get some exit kills, but MoB are actually coming the other way around Banana. They're not going to have time to get anywhere near to them. And x3o will keep a hold of the weapons, but of course MoB racking those rounds up quite quickly now, are up to 12, and only 2 points, 2 rounds separate these 2 teams. And we are getting closer and closer, of course, to those 30 rounds. And we could possibly see some overtime here.
Yeah, we possibly could. It's going to be another buy round, though, for x3o. They did save. Hero has that AWP. AWP down carpeted, and MoB actually beginning to go towards that way. So, but they've got a few there, and we expect to see nades and then an attack coming in. But actually, no, there wasn't any nades, and Hero's going to take down Perez. So finally, x3o maybe get the opportunity they need to move on to 15.
Yeah, that was exactly what they needed from that position, and actually it was great stuff by Hero, just sniping through a very tiny gap in that door through to the carpeted hallways. The rest of MoB are now rotating around and heading out for the Banana. And actually it's Drew on there. Sip's going to come back around through CT spawn to give him a little bit of backup as the smokes are popped, and that will give x3o the inclination that MoB will be coming this way. And actually KRB and Striker have dropped off just a little. Lim and Levy are still there. One grenade would cause a lot of damage to MoB now. as they do prepare to make this push. I'm going to go with Lim because he will be the first one in. Flash is going to go over the top, and they are going into that bomb site. Here comes Drew, here comes Sip, and x3o ripping through this attack from MoB. And I'm going to try and find the last player from MoB. It's KRB, who did kill Sip, but 9spot was there. They'd rotated fast enough around CT spawn to catch that push around the back. And finally, x3o get themselves the 15th round that they needed to give themselves at least some security. But now they have 3 rounds to claim just 1 and win the game, and obviously go through into the next round against Gravitas to fight for a place in the final, but also, and probably more importantly really, get a place in the global finals for 2009.
Yeah, they are so close. They can almost taste the German delicacies that we are so accustomed to now, Joe. The Kloschbier and also sausage in the morning. Don't read into that, kids. But also Drew, yeah, did come up absolutely fantastic on Banana, and he's really been a player that you can leave solo in so many situations. He's, I mean, 15 and 7. He's confident. You know, we had an interview with him. It does seem, you know, like a very rounded person as far as it goes, and really seems in tune with the game that he's playing here today. So, one more round. Can x3o claim it?
9spot, lovely stuff inside middle there. He will claim his second and his third. 9spot really going to work here with this MoB push, and actually Sipper's going super aggressive. I think he was team flash there, and Levy will take him out, and but it's all on Levy to save the day for MoB. Are they going to finish 4th? Or can they hold on for a few more rounds? Levy escaping up into the carpeted hallways. He does have the bomb. He is 1 on 4. Well, x3o looking to seal this game out. Levy finds a headshot onto Hero. Toms comes around from the right in carpeted, and that will be good games. x3o taking victory, 16 rounds to 12. And well, that was in parts an amazing game, and as we said, x3o kind of got up to 14, then they slowed right down, and MoB were really building the momentum back up. And finally, the only thing to break it was that 15th round, and at that point, MoB must have been really down, and that final round, well, 9spot in the middle just destroyed that attack from MoB Gaming.
Yeah, he did indeed. But it's still nice to see MoB Gaming, you know, give us a good game, come close. Unfortunately, with that, you know, unfortunate start at the beginning, they never really kind of caught up, you know, in score. But still, you know, deserving 4th, I do believe, and there could have actually been a round for them. A couple of rounds could have gone either way, and if they did collect them, they might have actually been the team coming 3rd and going into the grand finals in Hanover. But now we will see x3o progress into top 3, and they will of course play the loser of MIBR versus Gravitas Gaming,
which was MIBR have destroyed everyone. Gravitas Gaming 16-3. I mean, that game, I unfortunately wasn't watching it. I had transferred myself over to the office. I was refreshing Readmore actually, and watching the rounds racking up on T side of train for MIBR. I went to 12-3, and then they won the 4 rounds on CT side. Yeah, MIBR. Everyone's been MIBR'd this game. I mean, if I just look at their profile.
Oh, they're from Brazil.
Yeah, they are. They were made in Brazil. Pretty funny. So Gravitas 16-3, MoB 16-4, Realist Project. Wait.
You're so
Realist Project was 16-6, x3o was 23-7, and Zex was 23-7. So maybe Realist Project actually got the most rounds up to 16 against MIBR, which is quite ironic. They finished bottom of the group, lost to everyone. But MIBR are completely on fire, and you would be a crazy man to bet against MIBR winning this tournament.
Yeah, and it's, you know, you can imagine the Realist Project, you know, when they get asked, you know, how well they did, they will go, well, we can take 6 rounds versus MIBR, and maybe there'll be a round of applause by certain people, but still, they didn't, you know, do well, and obviously won't qualify either. We will obviously have more World of Warcraft coming up. We are going to be doing the relegations of the WoW group.
2 versus 3 in each group.
Yes, so yeah, exactly how it's going to go.
That's quite interesting. I mean, I was watching WoW over in the office, and you know, Gravitas Gaming finishing 3rd in their group, which will actually set them up against Fnatic, which is an interesting one. I mean,
but
straight off.
I think Fnatic are going to get punished in that situation.
RMP'd to death.
Yeah, you've been MIBR, now you're going to see RMP'd. It's pretty much RMP'd off. Fnatic will be at the end of that one. But as I do think they will probably get 3-0 node as we throw in so many.
Wow.
But, that's what I think is going to happen. And it's unfortunate for Fnatic because they fought really hard to get where they are and they only lost out 3-2. Maybe.
Are we going straight into the Gravitas versus x3o game now? I mean,
we almost don't. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're going straight into that
hello,
one,
voices of God.
And it will be Dust 2. We've just changed over on HLTV. So,
never knew you were German, God.
I wonder what language God speaks. That's quite deep, but I mean...
are we going straight into the next CS match?
We are. God's
Could I have that confirmed 5 times, please?
1-5 drives
once.
Yeah,
okay, we'll go straight.
So we are going into that. We do have still 3 players from x3o. Of course, Gravitas Gaming. The finals will take place for both games tomorrow. So this will be the last Counter-Strikes game for the day.
Counter-Strikes. I play Counter-Strikes on the internet.
You do?
You sound.
I've seen you. You're not very good. I only play on like 16k nuke-only server for some reason, where you get like simply the best when you get a kill and it's the end of the round. Yeah.
I've never had that happen. I never get that simply the best when I play.
Maybe I'll play it to you one day.
Really? Yeah. Let me wear your headphones while you play.
Yeah.
What a touching moment.
So we're past 11 o'clock and I can reveal the name of our band, which you don't know about yet. It's going to be me, you, Phil Dreisen.
Me?
In our Guitar Heroes World Tour band for the ESL tournament.
Have we been lumped together or did you make that without me?
We made it earlier, me and Pre.
Huh?
We're going to be called the Pedo Bears.
The Predo Bears. Are we gonna
try and find suits?
Can we get bear suits and play in bear suits?
We're going to try and find suits, and our kind of style is not to play well; it's just to be cool and bribe Matt Ryder for a few tens.
So basically, if you don't know, in ESL Turtle Entertainment, which has like 120 employees, that all help out. Yeah, 140 with the part-time apprentices, all help out run the whole esports and make sure everything runs smoothly over in ESL. We're the TV section, which is basically where the cool kids hang out, and we're allowed to play video games during the day and say, hey, I'm working. Which is I probably do a lot. We're actually going to be doing a rock band competition with the new World Tour game where teams of 4 will play rock band. You've got drums, bass, guitarist, and lead vocalist. On the judging panel is our CEO, Sven Hoffman of TV. Then you've got like the hottest chick I've ever seen for a long time, and I go out a lot, and I'm saying this, maybe she's watching. I don't think you're that hot, by the way. I'm slightly hotter, so I'm the catch, so you can work on that. She is, of course, Marie. So she works in sales. She's ridiculously hot. You should definitely not Google her or try and stalk her on Facebook. She's impossible to find. I've tried. And then you've got the whole CEO of the company, which is Jens Hilgers. Then you've got some random I don't know because he's too important and I haven't met him yet. And then the last judge on the panel of this epic tournament is Matt Ryder.
What a letdown.
No, I think that's the best. Yeah, I think he's going to be awesome.
Why did he get picked? The funniest thing is...
He's a judge and he's over there, man.
You know, the funniest thing is that Matt didn't actually know until they sent the email around. Yeah. It's like, this guy's useless. We might as well put him to use for something and make him sit there and, judge this competition.
Yeah, I think it's because they want him sitting down in a stagnant position rather than on stage playing where he's potentially would get carried away and trash the set after actually finishing the concert that's going to be happening here. And so we've made a team. Phil Dreisen's pretty good. Who's going to do drums? Because I suck at drums.
I think it'll have to be me because we should have pre-singing, to be honest.
Yeah, we need pre-singing. But yeah, so we're going to be called the Predo Bears, not to be mistaken with the Pedo Bears. And we're going to play in bear suits. And basically, you won't know which one's which, so we can do what the hell we want. And if anybody, goes and grabs Marie's, it was Joe mid-set. Because, I'm a rocker. Rockers do that. They do what they want.
Well, I think I've got the most inconspicuous height. I'm like the average height guy.
Yeah, you and Pre and actually Phil about the same size.
I think Phil's a little bit smaller and you're a little bit taller, so you two are screwed, but me and Pre can get away with it. I'll just blame Pre.
We need to get drunk before we do that, and should we just smash the guitars up and go first so no one else can play? So we get default win. They'd be like, what? It's a rock concert. After we finish our set. It's totally going to happen. Yeah, so maybe we'll bring you coverage of that. I don't know. Probably not. Probably be illegal. And then also me and Joe got the office party coming up soon.
It's
and
gonna be good.
We haven't met many people from our
The thing
work
is, I'm a little bit nervous about this because my interpretation of an office party in England, I'm sure
Just get
is
drunk
kind of
as you
different.
can, shag the fatty, and get your ass photocopied on the printer. And then also tell your boss to uck off. Now, if we did that in Germany, I think would be a hit success.
I think we may have to talk to some people about the the etiquette of office parties in Germany.
Yeah. In England, it's like must turn up drunk already, and
yeah, you must already be drunk. That's a rule.
You're not allowed in.
You're not allowed to eat anything, even though you always go to a restaurant first. You're not allowed to eat because that just spoils it.
Yeah, eating's cheating, and we don't want to see your food later at any office party.
Yeah. What are the other rules?
Trouble is, we work in esports, and so the kind of like men-girl ratio is going to be really bad.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go well after now.
I reckon Matt will be fine with that. With his tendencies. I think he's fell asleep, actually, in the corner, because normally he'd actually reply to that.
Matt, are you asleep?
I'm half awake.
He's half awake, so you're half asleep. Yeah.
So we're just waiting for these two teams. Just a quick update. X3o and, of course, Gravitas coming up next. And this will be the low bracket final, the consolation final. Basically,
both of them all together.
All three teams that remain in the tournament, MIBR, of course, in the grand final, guaranteed themselves at least 10,000, 25,000 if they win. And third place will be 6K. All three teams, Gravitas, X3o, MIBR, the three qualified teams for the continental finals. And actually, the only teams confirmed for the global finals we have now, of course. The next teams that we will have qualified will be from Asia, from Chengdu in China. And then...
You don't have to say it like that. Doesn't make it Chinese.
That wasn't Chinese, actually. That was my local dialect.
You're from China, though.
Yeah. And then you completely put me off. The continental finals for European CS, which, for me, that tournament will possibly be one of the best ever Counter-Strike tournaments, and then will be beaten by the global finals.
Yeah, it will be. It's the kind of the biggies, but also you've got to look at 7 teams from the European group will go through. So it's not going to be one of those like, oh, I'm so upset that this team dropped, but there still will be 8th place. Normally you get 8th to 5th place in tournaments, but that 8th place. 7
European teams, 3 American teams, 2 Asian teams.
Yeah. And the Asian teams will be decided in Chengdu, and I'll be out there giving you all the lowdown of my awesome CS interviews as Joe gets to stay here in Germany and cast. I don't know what I did right to do that, or they don't plan on booking my return flight to Germany. Might be ESL's ultimate plan. And as you say, yeah, I mean, the game that had just there, x3o did win. They now go up against Gravitas, and the winner of this will also claim more prize money. Great job there, but also we'll get another schooling maybe from MIBR, and hopefully that won't be the case because MIBR really they could have turned up with 4 men, honestly, and performed and still got the end results. It seems they're so far ahead of everybody at the moment. Are you just
I'm just looking for this video.
Pandas rolling downhill.
Yeah, well, this is actually 2 Chengduian pandas.
And one of their favourite pastimes is?
Rolling down hills. It seems like lots of pandas do enjoy rolling down hills.
It does when you Google it.
Yeah, there's like lots of videos of pandas rolling down hills. Well, I guess when you're in a cage for a while, you're like, well, that hill looks fun. I'll roll down that for a few hours. That'll kill some time. Then I can go to bed and then eat some bamboo and then I'll start again.
Wow, I'm kind of envious.
Yeah.
What does bamboo taste like?
You never had bamboo shoots?
No.
In a Chinese restaurant? No?
No. I had like gingery chicken with stuff. You were there with me when we went there.
Satay chicken every day, special at Michelle's kitchen.
Yeah. No, you were in China with me in Wuhan when we went to that restaurant, right? It was such an awesome restaurant because you sit down amazing. They got chairs. No, wait, there's more. You sit down and there's this massive glass table, and in the center of it is like a rotating bit, and then all the food gets put on there. And the idea is it just like you just keep turning it around and just taking what you want, and you get like a big bowl of rice. So you put everything on top of it.
It was a barrel of rice. Actually.
Yeah, it was a barrel of rice.
It was a wooden barrel of rice.
Now the trick is they give you like you do like beers in these like little glasses or whatever, but we ordered like a ridiculous amount. And then the trick is not to get so drunk that you just end up putting your beer in front of you, because you would normally go beer, food, but you actually have to go beer, either to your left or your right, and then food, because in front of you is a rotating bit. And if your beer's on there, people do that on purpose and think they're hilarious, and then drink your beer. Corey, Dunn, and Hunter. So I ended up losing my beer quite a few times, but I stole it back.
I think we recovered it later on that night, though, so... Yeah, lol at Credo Bears, and please let Pre sing. So again, tv.esl.eu if you're watching on any other sites. I know we've got the stream up on Arena Junkies, Game Riot. Where else are we at? Pandemic.
We're on a lot of team
EG, Gravitas. Yeah. If you're anywhere there, if you want to leave any feedback, tv.esl.eu. There's a comment system there. You just click on the program, and you can leave us a message, say what you want. And give some feedback on the tournament. See what you let's see your predictions, of course, for the games coming up. Obviously, Gravitas Gaming versus x3o will be the next game. Although we only still have 2 x3o players on the server.
Yeah, we only have 2 x3o. That never happened. We rhymed. You right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey,
good.
You look like you want to go to a commercial break.
I do.
We'll be back after a commercial break when we will have x3o versus Gravitas Gaming, and later on more World of Warcraft. We're going to commercial. Watch it.